I'm not alone, nor have I ever been. They're always watching. They're always watching. They're never not watching. They're always staring at me. I'm getting tired of it. The voices, constant whispers, the eyes in my windows at night, the scratches, the wounds when I wake up, the grogginess, getting tired of it all. Finding items missing after Yuri left. I discovered a pair of my underwear were gone. I'm getting concerned. Girl's already strange enough that she drank my blood. This is worrying me. It's not good for my health. I should separate myself from these people. But I don't think they'll let me. Only one more day. A day of the festival. After I make that commitment, I can leave. I'll distance myself far away from them. And find my freedom. Find my happiness. I will find my happiness. I'll be able to find my happiness and escape with Sayori. Just one more day. That's all it'll take. At least I hope. I hope I can escape. Not everybody has that same form of freedom. Not everybody can afford it. Some of us are stuck in place. Stuck in place, unable to move. Unable to go anywhere. So I guess we suffer for it. I am not alone. I repeat. I am not alone. Nor have I ever been. I am not alone. As long as this damn client, the thing running this forbidden game, they're listening, they're watching, I am not alone. And I'm scared. I'm scared of what they might do to me. 'Cause I'm not alone. Since I downloaded this game, since I met the characters, since I talked to Monica, I haven't been alone. So, it's about time for me to end this all, isn't it? To finally finish what we started. We're at the end of the road. Just another chapter in the books, isn't it? Calm down, Selef. Alright! And so, the fun begins. It's the day of the festival. Of all days, I expected this to be the one where I'd be walking to school with Sayori. But Sayori isn't answering her phone. I considered going to her house to wake her up, but decided that's a little too much. Meanwhile, the preparations for the event should be nearly complete. The banner Yuri and I painted is dry, and I gently rolled it up to take with me. She sent me a pleasant text reminding me not to forget anything, and I reassured her. Funnily enough, I probably feel the same way as Natsuki about the event. I'm more excited for it to be over so I can spend time with Sayori and Yuri at the festival. And knowing Monica, I'm sure the event will be great too. This is it. Heart pounding amounts of civil unrest. Salif, you're the first one here. Thanks for being early. That's funny. I thought at least Yuri would be here by now. Monica is placing booklets on each of the desks in the classroom. You must be the one she prepared, that of all the poems for performing. In the end, I found a random poem online that I thought Monica would like and submitted it. So that's the one I'll be performing. I'm surprised you didn't bring Sayori with you. Yeah, she overslept again. Lazy bitch. That dummy. You'd think that on days this important she'd try a little harder. Guess she can't just bring herself to it. I say that, but I suddenly remember what Sayori told me yesterday. And I suddenly feel awful, knowing it's not nearly that simple for her. I only said it because it's the only way I used to think. I'm used to thinking. Sorry for the disturbance. Family matters. But maybe I should have gone to wake her up after all. Be patient, chat. Let me think. The music's not playing. It's likely because an event is happening or something's coming up. Monica is being. She's directly talking to us. Giving attention by her, no one else is in the room. This is worrying. Something's gonna happen, isn't it? I'm ready for something to happen. Alright. You should take a little responsibility for her, Salif. I mean, especially after your exchange with her yesterday. Did she bug me? She's too creepy. I don't like her. I kind of let her hanging this morning, you know. Exchange. Monica, you know about that? Of course I do. I'm the club president after all. But I stammer embarrassed. Did Sarah really tell her about that quickly? That we're a couple now? I didn't really plan on bringing it up with anyone yet. Jeez. Don't know the full story at all, so don't worry. Probably know a lot more than you think. That's. Yeah, chat, I think that's ominous. I think that's pretty damn ominous. I don't know about you, but. Eh. Monica's being friendly as usual, but for some reason I felt a chill down my spine after hearing that. Hey, do you want to check out the pamphlets? They came out really nice. Yeah, sure. I grabbed one of the pamphlets laid out on the desks. Oh yeah, they really did. Something like this will definitely help people take the club more seriously. Yeah, I thought so too. I flipped through the pages. Each member's poem was neatly printed on its own page, giving it an almost professional feel. I'm walking blind to this. This is really worrying. Like, really, 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 really worrying about what's gonna happen. Personally, I don't like it. Monica, you're scaring me. Something like that might be happening right now. I don't know. Don't ask me. Uh, mm, Pausing until I get a single viewer. Oh, we do have a chat rate. Hello, better mic. Oh, sorry, my lungs exploded. I don't have a better mic. I recognize Natsuki and Yuri's poem from the ones they performed during our practice. What's this? I flipped to Sayori's poem. It's different from the one she practiced. Yeah, sad face. Might get one for Christmas, though. Then I'll do the Christmas karaoke. That's one that I haven't read before. Get out of my head, 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 get out of my head. Chat. Chat. I don't know. Imagine this. I think she wants me out of her head. Get in my head before I do what I know is best for you. Get in my head before I listen to everything she said to me. Get in my head before I show you how much I love you. Get out of my head before I finish writing this poem. But a poem is never actually finished. It just stops moving. Right. Yes. So chat. I am not stupid. This, I listened to everything she said to me, is referencing Monica, who told our dear Sayori to kill herself. What did I do? Shouldn't have said yes. Yeah, sure, buddy. What is this? This is getting very ominous. Very, very ominous. Yes. I'll take this.
You got some towels to fold. I didn't even change clothes to go walk the dogs. Have you been working on schoolwork?
Yes.
Do you
Sure.
wait? Is that your video to do? It's nice spending time with you too. Come on, doggy. Let's go to our tours. Come on, little Tory hole. Shoot, shoot, shoot.
Water. So let us think. What is going to happen next? What do we think will happen next? This is very scary. Reading the poem, I get a pit in my stomach. Say, love? What's wrong? Nothing. This poem feels completely different from everything else Sayori's written. But more than that, I changed my mind and go to Sayori, so, well, alright. Try not to take too long, okay? I don't like this. Not one bit. This is not fun. This is not friendly. Kalena, what did I do wrong? What did I do wrong? What have I done wrong to wish this upon myself? Fate, that's coming. I quickly leave the classroom. Don't strain yourself. Monica calls that out after me. I quicken my pace. What was I thinking? I should have tried a little harder for Sayori. It's not a big deal to at least wait for her, or help her wake up. Even the simple gesture of walking to school makes her really happy. Besides, I told her yesterday that things will be the same as they always have been. That's all she needs, and what I want to give her. I reach Sayori's house and knock on the door. I don't expect an answer since she's not picking up her phone either. Like yesterday, I opened the door and let myself in. Sorry. She really is a heavy sleeper. I swallow. I can't believe I ended up doing this after all. Lecturing her up in her own house. That really is something that a boyfriend would do, isn't it? In any case, it just feels right. Outside Sora's room and knock on her door. Sorry. Wake up, dummy. There's no response. I really didn't want to have to enter a room like this. Isn't it kind of a breach of privacy? But she really leaves me no choice. I gently open the door. Um, what the hell? What the hell? Is this a nightmare? It has to be. This isn't real. There's no way this could be real. Sorry I wouldn't do this. Everything was normal up until a few days ago. That's why I can't believe that my eyes are showing me. I suppressed the urge to vomit. Just yesterday, I told Sayori I would be there for her. I told her I know what's best, and that everything will be okay. And then why? Why would she do this? How could I be so helpless? What did I do wrong? Confessing to her? I shouldn't have confessed to her. That's not why Sayori needed it all. She even told me how painful it is to others to care about her. Why did I confess to her and make her feel even worse? Why was I so selfish? This is my fault. My swarming thoughts kept telling me everything I could have done to prevent this. If I just spent more time with her, walked her to school, and remained friends with her like it had always been, then it could have prevented this. I know it could have prevented this. Screw the literature club. Screw the festival. I just lost my best friend. Someone I grew up with. She's gone forever now. Nothing I can do but bring her back. Nothing I can do. Nothing I do can bring her back. This isn't some game where I can reset and try something. Well, no, now is not the time for jokes. I had only one chance, and I wasn't careful enough. Now I'll carry this guilt with me until I die. Nothing in my life is worth more than hers, but I still couldn't do what she needed from me. And now, I can never take it back. Never. 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 And huh? I see an annoying girl running forward from me in the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl's my neighbor and my good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it's just the kind that works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase me after me like this, I must feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crossroom like, catch up to me. It's an ordinary school day like any other. Mornings are usually the worst, being surrounded by couples and friend groups in school together. Meanwhile, I've always walked to school alone. I always tell myself it's about time I meet some girls or something like that. But I have no motivation to join any clubs. I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. There's always the anime club, but it's not like there would be any girls in it anyway. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. There really aren't any that interest me. Besides, most of them would probably be way too demanding for me to want to deal with. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Salem? Monica. It's you. Oh my goodness, I really totally didn't expect to see you here. It's been a while, right? Yeah, it has. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in the class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little wrong. What did you come in here for anyway? Oh, I've just been looking for some supplies to use for my club. Do you know if there's any construction paper in here? Or markers? I guess you could check the closet. You're in the debate club, right? About that. I actually quit the debate club. Really? You quit? Yeah. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. Feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. Much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. In that case, what club did you decide to join? Actually, I'm starting a new one. I'm sure you are. Literature. Don't do that, club. Literature. It sounds kind of dull. How many members do you have so far? It's kind of embarrassing, but there are only 3 of us so far. It's really hard to find new members for something that sounds so boring. Oh, I can see that. But it's really not boring at all, you know. Literature can be anything. Reading, writing, poetry, or even killing your close friend. Huh. I mean, one of my members even keeps her manga collection in the club room. Wait, really? Yeah, it's funny, right? She always insists that manga is literature, too. I mean, she's not wrong, I guess. Besides, a member is a member, right? Did Monica say she? Hey, Salif. By any chance are you still looking for a club to join, not one with you in it? Uh, I mean, I guess so, but in that case, is there any chance you could do me a big favor? No. I won't ask you to join, but if you could at least visit my club, it would make me really happy. Don't go. Please? Um, we have every reason to refuse MC. This is a whore. This is a fucking slut. This is a bitch. This here deserves to be hung and skinned at a cross. This is a demon. Besides, how could I ever refuse someone like Monica? It's rather easy. Sure, I guess I could check it out. Awesome. You're really sweet, Salem, you know that? You know, my girlfriend in real life calls me sweet. I don't want scum like you calling me that. It's nothing really. Shall we go then? Don't taint your words, Monica. I'll look for the material another time. You're more important. And this, today, marks the day I sold my soul to Monica and her irresistible smile. I generally follow Monica across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Monica's full of energy, swings up to the classroom door. I'm back, and I brought a guest with me. I hate Yuri. Yuri's also a scum. She likes harming other people. I hate Yuri. I hate Monica. I guess. And Natsuki's just a brat. Seriously, he brought a boy. Way to kill the atmosphere. Yeah, talk about kill. Don't be mean, Natsuki. But anyway, welcome to the glove sale, love. All words keep me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly sinister girls. So let me guess. You're Monica's boyfriend, right? What? No, I'm not. Natsuki, the girl with the sour attitude. Her name's from Natsuki is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. Anyway, this is Natsuki, energetic as usual. In this game, I did have a girlfriend. Guess who took that from me? And this is Yuri, the vice president. It's nice to meet you. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with someone like Natsuki. More like she's plotting against us all. Yeah, it's nice to meet both of you, I'm sure. So I ran into Caleb in the classroom and he decided to come check out the club. Isn't that great? I'm sure it is for you, Monica. Wait, Monica. Didn't I tell you to let me know in advance before you brought anyone new? I was going to, well, you know. Sorry. I didn't forget that, but I just happened to run into him. In that case, I should at least make some tea, right? Yeah, that'd be great. Why didn't you come sit down, Caleb? I should transfer schools. The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. He walks to the corner of the room and opens the closet. Meanwhile, Monica and Natsuki sit across from each other. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Monica. So, I know you didn't really plan on coming here. But, well, we'll make sure you feel right at home anyway. As president of the Literature Club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. So, giving me a heart attack by killing my close best friend is making it fun and exciting for everyone, huh? Surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. Must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. It must have not been very hard for you to convince my best friend to kill herself. Huh. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. You're not Monica. I mean, school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, Natsuki? Well, I guess. Natsuki reluctantly agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard to find these two. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot in the middle. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teacher gave us permission. There better not be blood in the tea. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. Yeah, the only thing that impressed me is the unnecessary amount of fat that both of you have on your chest. It's not. Salted Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but at least I enjoy tea. I'm glad. Sure you are. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. So, Salif, what kind of things do you like to read? Things that aren't you? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga. Specifically Chainsaw Man. Monica and Makima. Both. One killed Denji's buddy, the other killed ours. Both scum and demons. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. Really, it looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I'm gonna leave this class and not join. I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces a rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. Worlds where you imagine your friends dead for your own selfish desires. Oh, Yuri, the levels of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. I hope she doesn't read Lord of the Rings because it's too good for her. Someone like her won't ever be able to understand companionship and working together. Because she's scum. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in. But it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. You might as well play this game and see what you caused, or what you were part of, Yuri. Isn't it amazing how a writer can be so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped something I can relate to, at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with the rock. I'd expect this from you, Yuri. It suits you personally. Oh, is that so? Really? The story makes me think, or take me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Then keep reading and leave me alone. It's true. As Araragi once said, I don't need friends. Friends make you less human. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh, why's that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind the last club meeting. Looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud. And then give that back. Fine, fine. Don't act cute, Monica. Nobody loves you. Natsuki, you write your own poems. Yeah, well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Which hers is black, that's for sure. Do you have any writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe you share some of your work. You can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. We all sit in silence for a moment. Hey, I just got an idea. How about this? Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Alright, I'm gonna write best diss track ever about Monica. Best Monica diss track in the whole world to get back at her. That way everyone is even. Um, uh, I thought it was a good idea. Well, actually, what's the load screen look like? This cheeky fucker. This whore. This bitch wiped my loads. Fuck. I think you're right, Monica. We should probably start finding activities for all of us to participate in together. I did decide to take the responsibility of vice principal after all. I need to do my best to nurture the club as well as its members. We manipulate, contort, and control. Besides, now that we have a new member, Seems like a good step up for us to take. I'm not even a member yet. Do you agree as well? Say no. Hold on, there's still one problem. And what's that? Now we reach this point. I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I'd join this club. Monica may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All three girls stare back with dejected eyes. Keep those looks. You're all scum. But I'm sorry, I thought. Well, think to yourself then, Yuri. Okay? The girls exchange glances before Monica turns back to me. I guess I need to tell you the truth, Salev. You killed my best friend, yeah, I know. The thing is, we don't have enough members yet to form an official club. You don't deserve to form a club. You need four. If you didn't kill my best friend, you would have already had four. And I've been trying really hard to find new members. And if we don't find one more before the festival, I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? I'd feel terrible for letting everyone down in the situation. You already left your best friend down. So, can't feel worse than that. Just stop caring. And besides, the club itself seems pretty relaxed. So if writing poems is the price you need to pay in order to spend every day with those beautiful girls. Alright. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. Big mistake, buddy. Big mistake. You're walking into a siren's nest. One by one, the girl's eyes light up. Oh my goodness, really? Do you really mean that, Salev? No. It could be fun, right? It really did scare me for a moment. I mean, if we really just left after all this, I'll be super pissed. Salev, I'm so... You didn't even make cupcakes. What's the point? We can become an official club now. Thank you so much for this. You're really amazing. You're not. Honestly, I don't want anything from you, Monica. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks at me once more. Say, love, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri cleans up the tea set. I guess I'll be on my way then. Okay. See you tomorrow then. I can wait for a while. A long while. With that, I depart the club and make my way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the three girls. Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? No. Perhaps I'll have a chance to grow closer to one of the girls. You've already grown so far away, though, main character, from the girl you're closest to. I'll just need to make most of my circumstances. I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. I'm not alone. Yes. Today I cut my skin open for the first time. It's exhilarating. I think I understand how it feels now. It's supposed to be the responsible one. Now, so I don't think I'll be doing it again unless I decide to kill myself. I left a memento for the occasion below. That means Yuri. I guess you are here. You are. But Monica's not either. But I know she's watching. So I guess it only counts active viewers, maybe. I don't know. Yep, since you typed, you're here now. I hate everyone here. I hate the fact that I'm saving this game. I hate the fact that Monica greets me in the morning. I hate the way she innocently looks at me. I hate the way she carries herself like nothing happened. Don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least kept my word. Well, I'll be back to the literature club. I will get my revenge. I will get my revenge against Monica. I was last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. I will make them suffer. Thanks for keeping your promise, love. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. No, this is just the beginning of me causing pain for both you and Monica, Yuri. You don't have to worry at all. You both will suffer, making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. You already had to be dragged here by Monica. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. Yes, heart, heart, heart. Heart 100. Natsuki. Getting too close, Monica. Back the fuck off. My. Natsuki finds herself stuck between selling Monica and manga. Manga is literature. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back down in her seat. I'm sorry, love. Make sure to put your comfort first, okay? Mary shoots Natsuki with a disappointed glance. Anyway. Now that you're in the club and all, perhaps you might have an interest in picking up a book to read. Well, I can't really say no either way. Like you said, I'm in the club now. Sadly. Suddenly it feels right for me to do something like that if you ask. Oh, wait. I didn't mean it like that. Ugh. If you don't really want to, then forget I said anything, I guess. No, it's not that, Yuri. I want to try to be part of this club. I don't. So even if I don't read often, I'd be happy picking up a book if you wanted me to. Are you sure? No, I'm not. I'm not content on being in this club at all. I'm not content on being here, stuck in a room with 3 harpies, with 3 hags. I'm not content on any of this. Yet here we are. I just felt like, well, as vice president and all, that I should help you get started on something you might like. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked up a book I thought you would might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted. I won't. This is... Sorry, my lungs exploded. How could you ever like this whore? Is it just because she has a big rack? She's just sinister and mentally insane. She's disgusting. She even picked out a book she thinks I like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I definitely won't read this. I apathetically take the book. Well, you can read it at your own pace. Right? I'll read it when you're dead, long and gone, Yuri. I look forward to hearing what you think. I don't. Now that everyone's settled in, I expect Monica to kick off schedule activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Yuri's face is already buried in the book. Can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for the chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a bit more, but at the same time, I'd feel bad for distracting her from reading. Catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. Looks the same book she lent me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Crap. I think she knows me looking at... This didn't happen before. This is new. She sneaks another glance at me, nervous me for a split second. That only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Sorry. I was just spacing out. I mutter this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Well, that's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed it in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so... That's the book you gave me, right? I want to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason. Just curious, how come you have 2 copies of the same book? Well, when I stopped by the bookstore yesterday, you were planning and waiting for me, weren't you, scum? That's not what I meant. I mean, just happened to buy 2 of them. They're all listening. They're all watching. I can't trust any of them. 'Cause they killed my best friend. I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decide to let it go. Don't. It'll come back later. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What's the story about anyway? Well, look at the cover of the book. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous looking eye symbol on the front cover. Basically, it's about this religious camp that was turned into a human experiment prison. And the people trapped there have the traits that turn them into killing machines that lust for blood. Yeah, because this bitch, when she accidentally cut me on purpose, drank my fucking blood. But the facility gets even worse, and they start selectively breeding people by cutting off their limbs and affixing them too. But that might be a little bit of a spoiler. But anyway, I'm really into it. She probably has a fetish for human centipede and scum. Not the thing about the limbs. That's kind of dark, isn't it? You made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. Are not a fan of that sort of thing, Salem? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy these kinds of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. She's gonna hurt me, isn't she? I totally forgot that Yuri is into these things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. Just that. This kind of story, it's the kind that challenges you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because the world is full of horrible people, and we're all worthless anyway. You and Monica especially, Yuri. You should be the ones taking your own lives instead of my best friend. And suddenly, I'm rambling, aren't I? You have been. Not again. I'm sorry. Yeah, you should be apologizing. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, my whole body kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. Please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading and killing my best friend. The least I can do. I will never let this die. That's a literature club after all. That's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? Yes. I mean, you don't have to, but... What are you saying? Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieve the book that I put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. That's... I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. Yeah, for good reason, people distance yourself from you. Scum. That is, reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. Open the book and then start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not particularly a bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. She can stab you in the back any time, main character. Be wary of her. Yuri's in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. Looks as if she's reading from my book instead. Sorry. It was just... Yuri, you really apologize. Did she say bathing in my blood? I do. I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean... Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's, then hold my book more between the two of them. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Copy. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. Feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. She's gonna stab us. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. Mary takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. I do the same with my right arm, the right side of the book. No way. I turn a page on Yuri's side, slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. Wasn't holding it like this. We're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face and she's in the corner of my vision. You can even say, the warmth of her blood. Are you ready? Yeah? To turn the page. Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. Glance over at Yuri's face again, and our eyes meet. I don't know how to be able to keep up with her. That's gay. You're not used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient. If it takes you a bit longer, it's probably the least I can do. Since you've been so patient with me. Yeah. Thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she's finished the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intense and intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the I can't read, I don't want to. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey, Yuri. This might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. Yeah? No. I don't relate to this character at all. Definitely not. Really? I was just thinking, she was... the way she second-guessed things she says, and all that. That's what you were talking about. Not the part about how she kills her friends and cuts herself, and is a masochist and is sinister, a bastard and evil. Sorry. I thought you meant something else about her. Something else? Never mind. There's good reason your father left to get cigarettes. Probably couldn't cope with having a daughter like you and needed to ease his mind. We didn't even get that far yet, so I don't know why that came into my head. You're feeling alright? Yeah. Yuri's been a little fidgety ever since we started reading. You can rest if you're feeling sick or something. Your breathing is a little... My breathing? She's smelling me, isn't she, chat? Yuri puts her hands on her chest, as if to feel her heartbeat. I didn't even notice. Anyway, I'm fine. I just need some water. Alright, don't push yourself. Yuri stands up and practically rushes out of the classroom. What on earth was that about? She's going to cut herself now, probably. Salem? Did something happen just now? Yeah? I have no idea. Yuri's acting a little strange, I guess. So you don't know anything? Sorry, I can't say I do. Are you worried about her? Oh, no, not really. I was just making sure that you didn't do anything to her. No, nothing at all. Haha, don't worry, I believe you, silly. Ray just does this sometimes, so it's nothing alarming. Alright, if you say so. Anyway, why don't we start with sharing our poems with each other? Eh? Shouldn't we wait for Yuri? Well, she might be a while, so I just figured we'd get started without her. Is that okay? Yeah, I was just asking. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left it off in the book, then slip it back onto my bag. Should start with Monica. Yesterday she seemed eager to read my poem, and I want her to know that I'm putting in effort. Hi, Salif. Having a good time sitting down. Yeah. Good, glad to hear. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever had any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, like not kill my best friend, that'd be great. I'm always listening. Yeah, you're always listening, you're always watching. I cannot escape you. I am not alone. Don't be afraid to bring things up. I am afraid of you. You already killed one of my friends. Who says you won't? Natsuki seems not that scary. It seems fine. What if you kill her as well? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. Much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Maybe I can convince Yuri to kill Monica. That'd be entertaining. I'll just share your poem with me. It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Salif. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. Hey, Monica, does this remind you of anyone? Mm. Great job, Salif. I was going ooh in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. Yeah, about the friend you killed. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go this far for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way it always counts when I put in some effort. That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. This has no imagery and symbolism, just this one lead, that you killed my best friend, and my best friend is dead. Sometimes I feel like Yuri's mind is just totally detached from reality. I don't mean that in like a bad thing, though. But sometimes I get the impression that she's just totally given up on people. She spends so much time in her own head that it's probably a much more interesting place for her. That's why she gets so happy when I treat her with a lot of kindness. I don't think she was used to being indulged like that. She must be really starved for social interaction, so don't blame her for coming on a little strongly. Yeah, she's starved for a good reason. People don't want to connect with somebody who's obsessed with blood, likes drinking blood, likes cutting themselves, and just a walking biohazard. I think that she's getting too stimulated. She ends up withdrawing and looking for alone time. Suddenly the door opens. Yuri! I'm back. Did I miss anything? I guess you're missing some blood now from cutting your forearms, probably, Yuri. Not really. Well, we all started sharing our poems with each other. Yeah? Already? I'm sorry for being late. No need to apologize. We still have plenty of time, so I'm more glad that you look all... I can't fucking speak. These people. We still have plenty of time, so I'm more glad that you took all the time you needed. Alright. Thanks, Monica. I suppose I should go to my poem now. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for somebody who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know. I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole and wall. But he wasn't looking at me. Confused, I frantically glanced at my surroundings, but my burned eyes can no longer see color. Are there others in this room? Are they talking? Narcissism. Or are they simply poems on flat sheets of paper? The sound of frantic scrawling, playing tricks on my ears. The room begins to crinkle, closing in on me. The air dissipates before it reaches my lungs. I panic. There must be a way out. It's right there. He's right there. Swallowing my fears, I brandished my pen. Just stab me. So what do you think? It's terrible. It's very free-form, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of people have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? My best friend. Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming out strongly. Maybe after everyone is better, friends with each other. Anyway. Yeah. I don't want your writing tip of the day. My writing tip of the day is don't kill your friends. Sometimes, when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on paper and tidy it up later. So I made a mistake. You killed my best friend, so how am I supposed to tidy this up later? You wiped my saves, Monica. If you keep your pen on the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big, dark puddle of ink. Guess that's what this entire situation's turned into. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. I don't want to talk to Yuri. Sail up. If you're not going to take this club seriously, then go home. With what? Harsh. What? You expect me to believe that? I've heard this before. Heard this before. Heard this before. Heard this before. Painful to think about. Fine. Well, sorry. You'll get better anyway. I tell you what to improve, but you're better off just trying again. Fair enough, I've heard this before. Well, anyway, I guess I should mind now. I think it's stupid. Eagles can fly, monkeys can, crickets can leap, cheetahs can run. But that's about it. I've heard this before. Yeah. I told you that you weren't gonna blah 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 blah. Nobody cares what the bratty lolly is saying. Nobody cares. Or are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like it when it's easy to read, but hits you hard. People can try. Yeah, people can try to live a normal life. People can try and enjoy all the things in the world given to them. But that still doesn't mean that those around us, that those few bad actors around us won't keep on taking and taking and taking and taking from us. Like in this poem. And worm their way through an apple. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what I can't speak. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. I don't want to do this. I hate Yuri. As Yuri reads her the poem, I notice her eyes lighten. Exceptional. Yeah. What was that? Did you say that out loud? I do hate you. I don't care what she has to say. It's all just the same. Same crappy scum. Same lies, same manipulation. It's all the same. None of her matters. We don't care about Yuri. Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about other people like that. Sorry. Just let me see your poem. Damn it. Ghosts with the tendrils of hair illuminate beneath the globe. Bathing was feel shorter than it used to be, but what? I wasn't that at all. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Eh, that's a relief. So I like the poem. Well, the poem's not at all. I don't care what she has to say. She doesn't matter. All I want is my revenge. That's all that matters to me. Alright, chat. I think you should check out the song. My Casey Edwards, the GOAT. He made some Devil Cream up. Alright. Music. Alright, we have this great song by Casey Edwards. You should all check out. The song is called Hell With Me by Casey Edwards in Midnight Mass. It's a great song. And I think you all should listen to it. Bounce around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone was judging me from my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is the literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Monica is writing something in her notebook. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They're gingerly exchanging sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As I read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Yeah. Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Ah, thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you just completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? Yeah, well, I had a friend. We had a friend in this game who gave up. I had a friend in real life who also gave up. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Yeah? And you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say. Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Monica liked it. And Salem did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring. Which I haven't yet. And Salem liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress her new member, Yuri. Yeah? That's not why. Don't use this cute music. Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Salem appreciates my advice more than he appreciates yours. Huh? And how would you know he appreciates my advice more? Are you trying to blow yourself? I no. If I were full of it myself, I would deliberately go my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Ugh. Well, you know what? I was the one who moves magic crew sized bigger as soon as Salo started showing up. Natsuki. Oh, Natsuki, that's a little. This doesn't involve you talking edgy. Yeah, you're a bit edgy. Yeah, I'd like the edge of a knife that cuts your skin. That was too much for someone to admit. Mm-hmm. What the hell? What the? See? Just saying that proves my point. Stop harassing me with your sickening attitude. You think you can counterbalance your toxic personality just by dressing and acting cute? The only thing about you is how hard you try. Whoa, be careful or you might actually cut yourself on that edge, Yuri. Oh, my bad, you already do, don't you? Did you just accuse me of cutting myself? We all know it, Yuri. What the fuck is wrong with your head? Yeah, go on. Let's say I'll hear everything you really think. I'm sure I'll be head over heels for you after this. Suddenly, Yuri turns towards me as if she noticed I was standing here. Salif, she's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. Um, hey, Salif, why don't we step outside for a little bit? Okay. Sorry about that. I really shouldn't have tried to get you involved. It's probably better for us to stay out of this. We'll go back inside once they're done yelling. Some person I am right. Can't even. They really are right. She did hold everything together. Without her, everything's falling apart. I just wish I was able to be a little more assertive sometimes. But I never really have it in me to put my foot down against others. You understand, right? Sure, sure, when you told my best friend to kill herself. Sure, you didn't put your foot down there. You didn't stand on that hill while she died on it. Anyway, if this makes you want to spend less time with the others, then that's fine. I'd be happy to spend time with you instead. Suddenly Natsuki runs out of the classroom. She quickly runs away. Oh dear. It looks like they're done. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. Mary's rocking back and forth on her desk with her palms on her forehead. Mary, I didn't mean it. I believe you. I have no idea what Yuri might have said to Natsuki. Yeah, I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. Yuri's rocking back and forth on her desk with her palms on her forehead. Yuri, I didn't mean it. I believe you. I have no idea what Yuri might have said to Natsuki. Or did. See, I live. Please don't hate me. Please. It's too late, Yuri. I'm not like this. There's something wrong with me today. It's fine, Yuri. We know you didn't mean it. Besides, I'm sure Natsuki will forget all about it by tomorrow. Completely. Hopefully she transfers out for better. Anyway, the meeting is over, so you can go home now if you want. Yara looks at me like she wants to say something. Don't say anything. Don't talk to me again, scum. But she keeps glancing at Monica. You can go first, Monica. I'd like to stay a little bit longer. I'm the president, so should be the last one out. I'll wait for you to be done. Well, I'm vice president, so please let me take the responsibility today. Kind of sounds like you don't want me around for something, Yuri. It's not that. It's not that. I just didn't get much chance to discuss my book with Salov. It would be embarrassing with you. I don't want to be alone in a room with Yuri. I guess I don't really have a choice, do I? Sorry for causing trouble. But I really... Comfort. Joy. Summer. Cute. Pure. Embrace. Flower. Daydream. Dazzle. Sunset. Heaven sent. Warm. Okie dokie. Smile. Rainbow. Happiness. White. Sparkle. Giddy. Sticky. Alright, well, chat. I've had a day, I guess, playing this game. Again, I'm gonna link the song. Check out the song. I find it to be an absolute banger. But I absolutely despise the entire cast right now. I hate them. I really hate them. And you should as well. So, for the rest of the stream, I think I'm gonna end it here. Enjoy your day. And don't make the same mistakes I have.